Okay, we should be live now. How's it going, everyone? Sorry for the delay. Had a few things going on today that I had to take care of, so a little bit of a delayed start to the stream. But how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to my live discussion of episode 58 of Pokemon Horizons. To be completely honest, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This episode wasn't the best. We'll talk about it a little bit. I don't know who's all going to be here. Obviously, Pokemon Go Fest is going on right now, so I imagine there might be some people that might be participating in that. So it might be like a short stream today or not. Who knows? I am streaming at a slightly different time than normal, so I guess we'll kind of go with the flow and see what goes on. But if you're someone that's brand new here and you're just discovering this for the first time, whether you're here for the stream or you're here after the stream ends and you're viewing this after the fact, typically what we do here is I give it about 5 minutes at the start of the stream to kind of let some people come in. You know, I got a poll up for everyone that's in the chat or in the stream to go vote on what they thought about the episode. And then I give a summary of the episode, then I just give a rating to the episode, and then I give it to the chat or whoever's here to talk about the episode. We'll talk about the next episode following this, and then just kind of just random stuff afterwards. Basically, whatever people want to talk about usually. But it looks like we got 5 people here now. What's up? Courageous. I enjoyed this episode 58. Gotcha. I'll talk about my thoughts. No, I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts in this episode, to be honest, but we'll get to that momentarily. Just give it another minute or two for people to show up. We have 6 people here. Wow. I wasn't sure, because I was kind of unsure if anyone was going to be here, like, or not, but hey, we got a crowd, so I still have my audience for this. But yeah, we'll give it a minute or two here, and then we'll go from there. Okay. How are we doing? To the people that are here, how are we doing? How's your weekend going? Any plans or anything? We have a break next week, obviously, so we won't have this stream next week, but yeah. Actually, I think I'll probably get started early because I'm kind of not expecting like a big crowd here today. Alright, I guess I'll just get started earlier than normal. So, okay, so this episode 58, it's before Dot's battle with Larry, and it kind of is, I guess mostly just, I wouldn't say filler, but like it's not really important for the, I guess, the upcoming episode. It's mainly just like, you know, calm before the storm. Just a silly episode. Dot did get some focus in the episode though, but pretty much Liko, Roy, and Dot, they come to this restaurant, I forget exactly what it's called. It's like the anything or everything you can eat or something like that. But pretty much they pretty much put like everything into their food, but there's some tasty noodles at the bottom. But because there's so much stuff, it's not super tasty. Like, well, it's tasty, but like you can't really distinguish the taste. So, and their mascot Kingambit is scaring away people because he's super loud, and that's kind of the gimmick in the episode, is that he's super loud and kind of just scares people. So, Tinka ends up stealing one of the restaurant guys' iron griddle and destroys it. So as a result, they pretty much have to help out with the restaurant, and so pretty much Liko, Roy, and Dot work part-time. So they're still struggling to get people to come in. Kingambit is not helping things, but Quaxley is able to coax some people into showing up at the restaurant, which seemingly works, but people still don't really like the food, so pretty much a lot of people are like, yeah, we're not coming back. And kind of Dot realizes that, yeah, because they're throwing everything on there, you know, they're kind of, you know, driving people away. It's not just Kingambit. It's the way that they are making their food. It's just, they just need to be able to, they need to make sure that they're not putting everything in there. I like how Dot like correlates it to her streaming and stuff. Like, it's like I gotta kind of, you know, see, you know, bring people in every week for my streams and stuff like that, and I gotta kind of envision what to do. So she kind of comes up with a plan there, which I thought was kind of interesting. Kind of just instilling that in them, but then Onyx shows up, and then we have a battle between Dot and Onyx, and pretty much every time he uses his move, Dot basically is drawing a crowd in and basically kind of getting people, you know, interested in the restaurant. And while this battle's going on, Dot instructs Kingambit to make udon noodles, because that seems like its specialty. And yeah, pretty much Dot successfully gets people's attention with this battle, opens doors, everyone can smell the udon noodles, they go in there and they have it, and everybody's like a big fan of it, kind of thing. And Larry happens to be there too, so yeah, pretty much, that's pretty much the episode. It's a pretty average episode in my opinion. Not bad, not good either, in my opinion. It kind of, its plot is kind of just your typical, like, oh, you know, so-and-so people have this issue, or this Pokemon or person has an issue, you know, and the main characters work to resolve said issue, and then at the end of the episode, everything's, you know, great and fine. We've seen this so much in Pokemon, I'm like, okay. So to me, it's just, yeah, it's okay. It's an okay episode. I wouldn't say I hate it. It's probably, like, in my opinion, pretty much a 5 out of 10 in my opinion. But we do get Dot versus Larry in 2 weeks, so that's something to look forward to. But, I mean, for, you know, I wouldn't say it's like a straight up Dot focus episode, but she got the most, like, focus in the episode compared to Liko and Roy. And had her battle with Onyx, which was pretty cool. I'd say if we consider this a Dot focus episode, this is probably my least favorite one. And even then, I think Dot really showed some progress in the episode. Kind of shows that she, you know, despite being, you know, nervous around people, she's kind of she's growing more used to it. And the fact of the matter is, she was able to draw people in, and, you know, that's kind of just shows tremendous growth in her character. So, in that regard, I think that was probably the best parts of the episode, was showcasing Dot's growth. I will say Onyx he had more of a personality in the episode, which was pretty good, which was surprising considering, like, I feel like he only works really good with Songo around, but surprisingly he actually worked well in the episode. But yeah, overall, not the best episode in my opinion, probably a 5 out of 10. This is probably my least favorite episode of this chapter so far. So hoping the next episode, Dot versus Larry, improves upon this. Hello. Oh, hi, Fizzle Wizard. No Iono, so 10 out of 10. Okay, buddy. Hey, Clawless, what's up? I think this episode's funny. I hope they have an episode of Liko Roy Dot training their Pokemon, like Florigato versus Heteram, something like that. I want to see. That'd be pretty cool. I can see you've seen my new desktop wallpaper. Oh, yeah? Is it the one with Liko? Just taking a guess. That's a pretty nice, it's a pretty nice, what do you call it? Drawing, so to say. Yeah, it's probably the best thing about the ending. The song, I will say, is probably, like, it sounds like they're doing, like, a different, artist each week, it seems. Because I want to say there's 3 different versions of this ending now. Really was love at first sight. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. I think this episode, I don't hate the episode. It's just kind of like I was just kind of just sitting there. I'm like, okay, you know, this is kind of your typical, you know. I almost want to call them characters of the day, because do you think we're gonna see these characters again? Because that's kind of that's the vibe I got in this episode, is that these are characters of the day. They have a problem. Liko Royan solves said problem, and yeah, there you go. But you can't really call it filler because, well, Larry showed up, and it's kind of a hint that, yeah, it's coming. Dot versus Larry. Dot's Quaxley will evolve. I mean, you know, I already had a strong feeling that that was going to be the case, but if the preview didn't solidify that, yeah, it's pretty clearly evolving. It would be kind of a, wouldn't that be like a, wouldn't that kind of irk people if it was just a shiny new move or something like that? I was like, oh, is it evolving? Oh no, it just learned a new move. Oh, that would irk some people. You know, I'm kind of seeing a pattern because I've noticed that every time that they've distributed the characters' Pokemon, like what I mean is like Liko's Sprigatito got a mystery gift distribution before it evolved in the Florgato. And then Quaxley just had one, like, around the time that we had the Iono battle, which was a couple weeks back now. About a month ago, or actually, over a month ago. And now we're probably getting this evolution, and I want to say Fuecoco got announced, too. Roy's Fuecoco. So, kind of got a feeling that that evolution's coming soon as well. Also, the couple probably mentioned Freed, and they may be the same people Freed was referring to back in episode 21. I'll refresh my memory. Episode 21. What was that during the Galarian Moltres stuff, or before? Was that Hatena's? I can't remember. Because I think episode 21 we were in Galar. Okay. I was gonna say it was around that time. I know they mentioned something about an adventurer that frequents their shop, so it's kind of a little bit of a coincidence that it happens to be Freed. And then Larry was mentioned too. There's a few interesting tidbits in the episode. Freed mentioned losing his appetite listening to a couple arguing in the kitchen. Oh. Interesting. Probably doesn't help that their food was kind of, you know, all over the place too. But hey, look, Liko Royan Dot saved the day! They saved the day, guys. Okay, mouse work. There we go. If that was intentional, then color me impressed. That's one thing I do like about Horizons, is there's a lot of connections in these episodes, so that's cool. Might be something that they mentioned that it doesn't have any importance in the moment, but then later on kind of gets brought up, so that's kind of something that I will give Horizons that. They tend to do a good job there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really have anything else to say about the episode. It exists. Going into the next episode is going to be quite interesting. I kind of think it's kind of interesting that Dot's getting the one episode for the battle with Larry, but it looks like Roy's getting 2. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, hey, Pokefan, what's up? So sorry I overslept. Well, you're just in time. I delayed my stream over an hour, so had a few things going on this morning and kind of didn't have time to watch the episode. So I kind of had to delay it. Otherwise, we were going to the stream and I'd be like, yeah, I haven't watched the episode. So I don't know what to say here. And Matt's here. What's up?
Just getting something to drink.
You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone. Why is the ketchup out here?
Oh, that's because I brought it out.
Okay.
You can put it in the fridge if you want to.
Alright.
Hey, Sonic. Which zone is this, Matt?
What's up?
I'm just gonna pick your brain for a second. I know it sounds a little quiet because I have to have the music kind of at this point, but recognize this?
Let me listen to it for a bit. It does sound familiar.
I know what it is, but I'm not saying anything.
I know exactly what this. Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
It is Hydro City Zone.
Hydrocity Zone.
Hydrocity Zone.
I think it is Hydro City, but it's like peanut butter.
Yeah, when you look at it, it looks like Hydro City.
Yeah. Alright, well, you have fun. I'm gonna drink this pop, and I'll maybe get back up later for some whiskey. We'll see.
Alright, that sounds good.
Yeah, have fun.
Yep. I kind of thought this episode was alright. Nothing crazy. 7 or 8 out of 10. Probably an 8. Well, you guys are a little bit more generous than I am. Me giving it a 5, so... I was gonna say this ain't no 10 or 9 in my opinion. I was gonna say I don't know how 10 or 9 is winning this poll. Kind of surprising me. I was kind of expecting it to be the opposite, but oh well. I double checked episode 21. Okay. And and it's most likely correct. Oh, interesting. Is there any trivia on like Bulbapedia that links the two? Well, I guess maybe not. It might be a stretch to kind of look it up, but you never know. Pokemon foods look good to eat. Well, I'll just say food and anime in general looks good to eat. That would be my argument to that. It's not just Pokemon, but all kinds of other stuff. Like when I watch Naruto, I think about eating ramen, for example. Wow, 10 people here. You know, I was not expecting a crowd, but hey, what's up, y'all? If you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I'd definitely appreciate it. Hee. Yeah, well, actually, I do kind of agree with you there. I'm gonna say mid-low score. Yeah. I mean, I'm my own person. I just think it's funny because it's like this is one of those episodes where I'm like, okay, I feel like, you know, we ain't gonna see any like 10 or 9s, and it's currently at 62%. I'm like, okay, never mind. Then again, we only have 8 votes. Okay, gonna need some more votes up in here, yo. Well, we're up to 7 likes. We just need 3 more, and then we're at 10. Freed said it was kind of a said it as a kind of throwaway line. I doubt Bulbapedia paid attention to it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you really have to like be paying attention to the series as a whole to kind of catch stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, most people are not gonna like see the importance, I guess, in that line, if that makes sense. I'm just looking up the episode right now. Is there anything? Okay, it just says Liko, Roy, Dot arrive in Medali. Okay, they don't really have anything yet. No errors are up. Okay, well, oh well. But I love when Horizon subconsciously tells its viewers if they've been paying attention. Like, where was this in the majority of past Pokemon series? I think there's some cases, but like, yeah, not really. I can't really think of too many immediately. I think Sun and Moon had a few. Like earlier in the series, I think it was the one episode where they had like the parent-teacher like thing or whatever, and Lana's mom picked up Lana's 2 little sisters, and Mallow looked a little bit envious of it, and then we find out later that, oh, you know, her mom passed away. So I feel like that kind of is that was a good example of kind of foreshadowing there. I'm very excited for the next few episodes. Quaxley evolving and possibly Fuecoco has me pumped. This show clearly trusts its audience to connect things together, and I love that. Yep. Yeah, it's I put it at 70% when I made my video the other day for Quaxley evolving. Yeah, we're just gonna up that to 110%. Yeah, and then you probably did you see what I posted today in Discord, PokeFan? I don't know. I posted it in the Antipoke chat about 4 hours ago. I posted it. If that isn't proof, then I don't know what is. I'm looking forward to seeing Quaxwell. I think some people are not going to like it, but hey, look, I'm all here for it. And look, Dot needed an evolution to happen, so I'm all for it. Now we just need Tinkatink to, you know, get maybe a focus episode or 2. Maybe get it so that it's not just like destroying everything. Also, Kingambit can fly in the anime. No, let me go see. He levitates. Yeah, I was gonna say I think he levitates. Like I said, PokeFan, if that is not, if that ain't proof right there, then I don't know what is. I almost want to make a video saying Quaxley evolution confirmed, but then people are gonna be like, yep, yep, we know, we knew by the preview. So I'm just like, yeah, there's no point. Yep, yep. We all saw it coming. Nah, that's a fake leak. Oh, okay. Did they just take that Quaxwell's drawing and just like slap it there and call it good? Sounding like a broken record at this point, me? Just kidding. You're good. You're good, PokeFan. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, if you guys didn't catch it, I find it kind of interesting that, like, you know, all the characters are having their Pokemon get released as a mystery gift in Scarlet and Violet, where it's like Liko Sprigatito, you can get it, and it's like a month later after they did that distribution. Oh, it evolved, you know, and then Quaxley, they did distribution around the time that Dot had her battle with Iono, and here we are at this point. And I think they just announced Fuecoco is getting a distribution, so yeah. You know, they could have probably just did distribution for the other Pokemon too. It'd be like, all right, yep. I guess from now on, if you see a distribution for like something, you'd be like, oh, yep, it's evolving. Well, it looks like all three are at least evolving to the mid stage. Guess we'll see if they all fully evolve. I really like the Quaxley line, so I'll take this. Yeah, some people don't. I know there's a few people that are not the biggest fans of the Quaxley line. I don't mind it myself. how Final Evolution dances in the games is a little wonky, but oh well. Poor Gato won't be the only teen in the group of 3 for long. It was only a matter of time. I still find it funny that Fuecoco is the one that evolved last. Granted, it didn't know any moves in the beginning, so I guess maybe you can argue that, oh, it was, you know, it needed its time. I feel like this season is primarily the evolution and training season. It pretty much is. It's essentially a training arc. I think I said this a while back. I'm like, by the time we get done with this arc, the 3 characters are gonna be a lot stronger. They're gonna be more competent. Their Pokemon are gonna be stronger. And yeah, we're seeing that. They're gonna be at least at their mid-tier evolution for the 3 starters. Kilowattrel is fully evolved. Heterum has already showed some insane potential in battle, so... And to top it off, they can all terastallize their Pokemon after this, so... Yeah. Granted, the other explorers might be able to terastallize too. Songo, Onix. So... They might get a buff here. You know, it kind of begs the question. It's like, you know... Amethio didn't have to go through this. He just got the terastallization back in episode... the Terror Orb back in episode 34. It's like, why can't you just give it to the Songo or Onix? Or is it just something that has to be earned? I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty much a training arc. That's why I actually think this was a very much needed arc for the characters. So now we're going to be able to go, you know, find the other heroes and have characters that, you know, can stand up on their own in case they're by themselves. So that's good. It's addressing one of the issues I had with the series before this arc. Is this a Deku Palace? It is. But yeah, we know kind of what's going on the next month. I really don't want summer to end. But like next month's episodes, I'm very much looking forward to it. But just remember, we don't have an episode next week. We have an episode on the 26th, but then we skip another week due to the Olympics. But we got after that, we got a full line of episodes throughout the month of August. We probably won't have another break until probably once we get to the end of this arc. Or right before. Okay. sorry, I got distracted by something. Okay, guys, we kind of talked a little bit about the episode. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss about this episode and then the episode preview? Anything you're looking forward to besides, obviously, the elephant in the room? And I guess what predictions do you have for the episodes in August that we know of? We know that we're going to go up against Rhyme with Roy, and then Liko versus Grusha. Roy's at least getting 2 episodes. So Tink battling is cool. I'm not gonna lie, based on the preview, I'm actually kind of intrigued by that. That actually caught me by surprise. I was like, whoa, Tink now. I'm like, why don't we see this side of you more often? Yeah, my biggest gripe is that, like, Tink does not have, like, a ton of battle experience. It has a little bit. I'm not saying it's, like, completely, like, useless, but it hasn't, like, battled a ton. So I'm curious to see how well it's going to perform in this gym battle. Actually, it's a 3-part. You mean 3-parter? They confirmed. Because the first episode is basically them arriving, you know, on the mountain. We don't have, like, summaries for the episode, so I don't know what the context for the episode is, but Roy is probably going to get the most focus here, and then we're going to go into the battle, which will be episode 61 and 62. I get the feeling that episode 62 is going to end at some point, and then we might be heading out to Grusha at some point, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows. But I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the first half of the episode is, I think the first half is going to be Roy versus Rhyme, and then we might segue into, you know, the others heading to the next gym. Or episode 63 starts with them heading there, and then it starts midway. Because I feel like Liko versus Grusha should be 2 episodes then, in my opinion. Like, if Dot kind of... I wouldn't say this was, like, a fully Dot-focused episode, but she definitely had a more, like... She stood out more than Liko and Roy in this episode, for sure. But if Roy's going to get, like, an episode prior to the battle and then going into the actual battle, I feel like Liko should get something here. At least another episode, at least. I feel, but who knows. And then once we get done with these episodes, we've essentially passed the terrestrial course, I think. And then it's probably, like, the remaining episodes we're going to probably be wrapping up and kind of just seeing how things go from here. I get the feeling that we're probably going to get it's going to, like, start... We go back in September and we kind of figure out, okay, what's going on, and maybe Penny alerts Dot that, you know, she figured out something with the Explorers or something, and then that kickstarts the ending of this arc. That could be the case, who knows. The Proper Pikachu, hi, what's up? Welcome in. I didn't watch this episode, have I missed much, or is it just filler? I wouldn't say it's completely filler. Obviously we've arrived in the town where Dot's going to have her gym battle against Larry, but this episode, you don't really need to watch this episode to kind of, you know... It's one of those episodes where, you know, you can... I'd say it's more optional. There's a few... Dot has a few nice moments. There's a few things here, but overall I'd say, like, if this is probably one episode that you don't necessarily have to watch. You're not missing, like, a ton, I guess. Oh, Onyx did have a little bit more personality in this episode, so... Hey, speaking of Pokemon, we got some Pokemon music. Yeah, I'll fully admit, for this stream, there isn't not as much to talk about, just because the content in this episode was what it was. So that's why I'm kind of stretching out and kind of talking about next month's episode now. But anyways, what do we got for ratings? 10 votes and 7 people said 10-9. Okay. I can discount Fizzle Wizard's vote because he voted 10 because Ion was not in the episode. And Larry was. Lol. Think we can get 2 more likes to 10 likes though? I'd appreciate it. Okay. Anything else, guys? Anything you guys want to talk about? Kind of got quiet out of nowhere. I'm still here, was just talking with a friend on Discord. Oh, you're good. It just got kind of quiet out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, did everyone leave? I'm like, oh, shoot. Just call me gamer. Yo, hi, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome our new guests. Okay, trying to think of what else we can talk about here. I just saw the beginning of the episode. Gotcha. I guess with Quaxley's, it was funny. Gotcha. With Quaxley's evolution, pretty much all but confirmed for the next episode. I think Fuecoco's gonna evolve as well in Roy's battle against Rhyme. Yay or nay? For the August episodes, besides Fuecoco possibly more like definitely evolving, I guess seeing Kilowattreo battle is cool. Fuecoco won't evolve? I'm so excited for the Roy episodes. What do you think? I feel okay. I just made the video the other day talking about this, but I'll reiterate kind of what I was thinking. So, this episode obviously that's coming up, has Quaxley's name in the title, and it revolves around dancing. So like it's pretty much telling you, yeah, Quaxley's evolving here. But with like episode 62, wasn't it called something like I can't remember exactly the way that it was titled. I know it's been a day since I've done that video, but I gotta look it up. So the episode is titled Me and Fuecoco's Song. And to me, I feel like this is going to be like a pivotal moment for Fuecoco and Roy, as trainer in Pokemon. Like, it just, like, the title of it just screams that this is going to be a significant milestone, in their relationship. Where, like, I just get the feeling that we're going to probably get, like, maybe a possible montage showing Fuecoco's growth up to that point. And if that concludes with an evolution, that would be amazing. I feel like Roy winning against Rhyme would be the cherry on top. I'm kind of on the fence whether Roy's gonna win. Like, I get Roy won against Brassius, I feel like Dot is possibly going to win against Larry, and Liko's possibly going to win against Grusha. But I have I'm kind of 50-50 on Roy winning this battle. I would not be surprised if he ended up losing, but I feel like the way the episode is titled, I just got like a very strong feeling that like this has to be an evolution. It's not guaranteed, but like it just strikes me as that this is going to be the case. So I'm kind of like, I feel like based on the way things are kind of like spelled out for like the episode title, it would be kind of a shame if Fuecoco didn't evolve. So I like Liko's outfit. Oh, gotcha. It would be ridiculous if Quaxley and Fuecoco would evolve the same manner. Well, I saw titles in the battle against Rhyme will happen probably in episode 62. Well, doesn't the episode title for episode 61 say, isn't it Roy versus Rhyme in the title? Or challenging Rhyme. So I feel like it's going to start in that episode at least, and then go on to episode 62. You know, Josh, you bring up a good point. We just got back-to-back evolutions, which rarely happens, and I think it's kind of the point that they evolve similarly. Roy losing would hurt. I personally would want them to finish strong after potentially evolving and maybe using Terra if they do. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, I feel like this, okay. Okay, just hear me out, guys. Like, episode 62, you know, Roy's backed up into a corner. We'll just say that, you know, Kilowattrell did a really good job, but it ultimately went down. So it's up to Fuecoco at this point, and Roy is driven in a corner, you know. You know, Roy is starting to kind of just feel like he's starting to lose confidence in the battle. Fuecoco, you know, is injured or something like that. And then, you know, Fuecoco starts humming its song or something like that. And then we get that montage of, like, Roy and Fuecoco's bond, you know, throughout the episodes. From the very beginning up until the present. We just get some nice moments, you know. And they're in sync, you know, and, you know, Roy starts pumping up Fuecoco with the song, and then boom! It evolves. And then he terrestrializes his newly evolved Pokemon. And then goes up against Rhyme. You know, the cherry on top would definitely be Roy defeating Rhyme here. Like, what? That, to me, would be a fantastic moment. If they were to go about it that way, and then, you know, Roy ends up winning and passing in that manner, that might be, like, a contender for, like, top 5 Pokemon Horizons episodes. Easily. If it's done correctly, like, if everything there is handled correctly, this could be, like, potential, like, top 5 material, like, Pokemon Horizons episodes. Like, if they go this route. Obviously, I'm not, you know, part of the staff or whatever, but, like, I feel like if they did something similar to that, what I just, you know, described here, I feel like people would be happy. I think Roy fans would be super happy. I'd be satisfied. I'd be sitting here just clapping watching the episode, be like, yeah, you go, Roy. That's our boy, Roy. But anyways, yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. It's just that the thing that kind of got me, like, a little bit iffy is that, like, Roy already won against Brassius, and I really hope I'm wrong, but I'm 50-50 on it at the moment, but it strikes me as Roy potentially losing this time around and Liko and Dot winning their respective battles this time around, but who knows. Maybe they'll pull a surprise on us and Roy wins twice in a row. After our boy Roy needs some more W's on his plate. I think all 3 of them will win their next battles and show their progress. Do you think Quaxley will evolve in the clash with Wing Attack and Liquidation that we see in the preview? Honestly, most likely. Like I was mentioning earlier, like I don't think they showed that off in the preview for nothing. I mean, I guess the preview before, I think the preview for episode 45 basically showed Spiridio evolving. Like this one, it shows the glow. So it's pretty clear that this is the case. It'd be kind of annoying if like you saw that glow and it's like, oh, Quaxley just learned a flashy new move. That would probably rub people the wrong way, but yeah, it's evolving. There's no way it's not. Yeah, Quaxley just learned Flash somehow. You thought it was gonna evolve? No, that's Flash. It's just staying a Quaxley forever. But yeah, it's pretty clear that this whole arc was meant to kind of power up the characters. Especially for this part, like, Wattrell and Hatena kind of had to evolve because they have to use 2 Pokemon in these set of battles. So Liko would have been kind of out of luck because Hatena couldn't really do anything besides heal. It'd just be like Florgato versus 2 Pokemon. Oof. So. And Wattrell kind of wasn't like super strong, but now it is pretty strong now that it's fully evolved. So I kind of hope we still get gym battles even after this arc. Maybe we had before where they battle them for information on the heroes. We could still possibly do that, We originally had a little battle with Brassius or Roy had a battle with Brassius back in episode 10, I think. And that was kind of just more so like Brassius, testing Roy to see if he, is tough enough to go up against the Black Rayquaza. And then we had Kabu, too. We had training with Kabu. We could still do that. It's just interesting to see like what they're gonna do once we kind of go to like other regions. But I kind of get the feeling we're kind of getting our fill of the gym leaders now, rather than later. But who knows? I wouldn't mind it. I feel like we're kind of focusing on characters we've never seen in the Pokemon anime before. Like Kabu was like a perfect character to utilize for Galar because he didn't show up in Journeys, so. I mean, they could have used some of the other characters that didn't show up in Journeys, like Nessa. I mean, where is she? Where is she, guys? Why isn't she here? Huh. But yeah. It's difficult to say if he's glowing because he's covered in water. I kind of feel like they didn't just show that to like be like, oh, it's not evolving, it's just learning a new move. There's no way. It's got to be evolving. It has to be evolving at this point. I think they showed the same kind of glow back when Wattrell evolved, so back in episode 52, the preview for that episode. But wow, what this arc is like. We're getting quite a bit of development for the characters this arc. Let's see. We've had some new moves. We've had evolutions here and left and right. Everybody's learning how to use Terra Orbs and stuff, and yeah. Imagine Liko brings Terrapagos as her second Pokemon. It would just get hit and it would just laugh. Like in the one episode, I think it was episode 51, where it got hit and it was just laughing. That would be Terrapagos the whole battle. But I'm pretty sure Terrapagos is supposed to stay hidden. So everyone would be like, what's that Pokemon? When we got the Watch Roll preview, it did the same thing. So yeah, exactly. I just hope that we still keep up the consistent battles in some way. It doesn't need to be gyms, but something. Horizons was missing battles previously. I mean, there were battles. It's just the problem that the series had is that it was mainly Freed that was kind of pulling the weight. Liko, Roy, and Dot were like not equipped to go up against a lot of the Pokemon and trainers and stuff that they were being thrown up against. This is why this arc was like crucial for them. Like, look at them now. Their team's a lot stronger now. I feel like they can hold their own a lot better now. Yeah, Quaxley evolution is 100% the glowing dot's eyes. You know, they didn't need to show that off. They need to make this more surprising. I like this Zelda remix, it's nice. Whoops, wrong stream. But, we got about a month until we get it, but, just wait until we have the preview for episode 62, and what if we see a glow in Roy's eyes again, and it's Fuecoco learning, not learning a new move, it's Fuecoco evolving. Oh, hey, what's up?
Not much, just reading right now, not being too loud.
I can't hear you, so.
Perfect. But I can't hear myself either. Got too many fans going.
Gotcha, that's why.
Yeah.
They actually could have shown Quaxley evolve it. Yeah, honestly, at that point, they might as well just show it. Kind of like Sprigatito. Imagine whenever Dot does Nido Thing stream, she reuses old footage of Quaxley or buys a plush of it to keep the continuity of her streams. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of suspicious if she shows up like, oh yeah, by the way, this Quaxley evolved. I guess I gotta pick your brain again, Matt.
What's up?
Alright, so for Scarlet and Violet, favorite starter line.
Gosh. I don't know. I kind of like them all, honestly.
Really?
I guess Skeletor's is pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I like ghost types though, so, you know.
I see. Some people don't like the Quaxley line.
I like it. It's back with all slays all day.
That is true. I want a Mighty G focus episode, maybe sometime down the road, whenever we're past this arc, because I think this arc's pretty much for the kids. The Rise and Voltaclers haven't had much of a presence lately. They weren't in this episode at all, so.
Alright, have fun.
Yep. Just chilling, talking.
Yeah, I'm chilling and rating.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Alright. Gotcha. Give me a second, guys. Is my eyes deceiving me, or do I see 13 concurrent viewers? Hi, everyone. What's going on? It's your boy Mitchellmander here. If you could go ahead and place your vote in the poll, rate this episode out of 10, and maybe consider hitting that like button, that would be appreciated. And if you want to join the chat, feel free. 14 now? Am I getting rated? Hello? I think all of them will be fully evolved by the end of the series. Probably. Okay, maybe that was YouTube glitching out. I had 14 concurrent viewers showing there. I only say that because realistically she doesn't want her identity to be known, so if she battles in public and gets on camera, she would avoid suspicion for having a Quaxwell to like a famous YouTuber or whatever Pokemon's equivalent is to YouTube or Twitch, whatever she streams on. True. But it's more of a gag joke than anything, and I think she isn't that scared. True. It's gonna be interesting when we kind of go back to like the ship and stuff like that. It's gonna be I feel like things are gonna be different, you know, for round 2 on the Bravasagi. By the way, it looks like Kingambit should have levitate. Yeah, it is levitating in the episode. Well, I mean, she just battled in Iono's stream with a Quaxley, so it's already been addressed. Plus, no one even knows who Dot is. Yeah, I want to say that was supposed to be Dot or Iono versus Nidothing. Nobody questioned it. They're probably like, oh, there's a bunch of Quaxes out there. There's no correlation. I would say I only have 4 people watching. I went from 14 to 4. Huh. Okay, so, you guys want to talk about anything else? We're getting close to pretty much the 1 hour mark of the stream. And what you guys want to talk about now? More thoughts going into the next episodes? What do you think is going to happen after we're done with our terrestrial, like, gym battles? Think we're going to just have a few episodes back at the academy, or think we're going to get Penny realizing something? That's what I think. I think Penny's going to look into this and contact Dot and be like, hey, we got trouble. Those people, they're like bad people. And then boom, the finale of this arc is set in place. Maybe we have a big battle at the academy. That'd be cool. Also, before I say anything else, remember Mabostiff has not shown up. It's the only Pokemon on the terrestrial debut poster that hasn't shown up. So, just keep that in mind. Mabostiff hasn't shown up. So, guess we'll see what they do. Yeah, I'm just weird and think about in-depth stuff like that and how maybe a mega fan obsessed with knowing who she is went, wait a minute. You just got a headcanon that stuff. Well, there will be a third part. There are more gym leaders. I thought that they said that it was only gonna be, this was gonna be the second and last part. I was under that impression, but maybe I'm wrong. Terrestrial. Guess we'll just look on Bulbapedia for it. I think we're gonna probably have a huge battle with the explorers at the end, and then get back on the ship and go find the other heroes. 3 against 3. Imagine they only did that just to put on a poster. They meant nothing. That would be wrong. There was someone that was mentioning the other day, like, I hope that they catch more Pokemon here, and I'm like, huh. I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I don't think we're going to be getting any more new Pokemon until beyond this arc, in my opinion. I think that this arc was pretty much specifically to kind of power up our existing, like, team. I feel like if Liko, Roy, and Dot are going to get new Pokemon, it'll be beyond this arc. That's just my opinion. I'm actually looking into it right now. Just give me a second. That's when Forgato will evolve. Liko should go back for Palafin later, if you ask me. That'd be nice, but, you know. Is this the episode, or is this the episode? No, it's the episode. It was last week's episode. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'll look into it further, but I was under the impression that this is the second last part of the gym battles, but who knows. From my understanding, this arc is only going to go on until about episode 70 or 69 or 68, somewhere around that area. Which that would make sense. That gives us pretty much about 25-ish episodes. Or at least close to. And then we can move on from there. So this is episode 58, so we probably got maybe another like 10 or 11 episodes left. And we know we got at least like 4 or 5 dedicated to like the remainder of our secondary, first of course, gym battles. So that would leave us with about 5 episodes left in this arc. So that's just the feeling I get. We're going to be heading back, and maybe they follow up on, you know, what's going on with Mythio going after Spinel. Maybe that comes into place at the end of this arc. And then Penny exposes the explorers, and then we have a big old fight at the academy. Maybe Penny and Nimona help out too. We get to see Penny in battle in the series. That would be cool. Imagine if Team Star showed up and it was just to help out Liko, Roy, and the others. Okay, Liko should go back. Okay, we already read that. Alright, guys, we've been going on for a little over an hour now. So, I guess at this point, is there anything else you guys want to discuss today? Or just chat about? If so, just put it in the chat. I'm kind of out of thoughts or things to say. Yeah, I kind of think we've kind of hit that point where it's like we're kind of just speculating like what could possibly happen next, because we pretty much know what we've already pretty much talked about what's coming up. So yeah, I'm just saying that we're not gonna have another one of these streams for 2 weeks, and I want to say when episode 59 airs that Saturday, I'm not available, so the stream will be like Sunday. So next Horizon stream won't be for 2 weeks, and then just remember we have immediately another break. Some YouTube growth conversation. What do you mean? I guess I just a little unsure what you mean by that. Or is it just about Pokemon? Honestly, like, you know, we used to went back like earlier on when we were doing these Horizon streams. We talk about Horizons for a bit and then like veer off and talk about other things at times. So it's just lately we've been pretty much sticking to the main subject of the video. But yeah, it's kind of funny because like when I actually started, if you go back and look at like the first like couple of streams I did, Horizons live streams, I was doing video games in the background, and originally what I did back then was like, okay, we'll talk about Horizon. I'll be streaming this game in the background, and then we'll talk about Horizons, but then, you know, after like a certain point, we'll probably stop and then I'll just stream the rest of whatever game I'm playing. And then, yeah. I did that a couple times earlier on because I didn't really have a direction for this. I think it was, I forget which episode it was, but then I was like, okay, I'm going to change direction, and then I think it was around episode 7 was when I switched to this format, and you go back and kind of just see how things progressed. It was I've kind of figured out how I've kind of got a good flow for how these work now compared to, you know, back then where I was kind of just winging it back then. Well, I know this really isn't important, but I'm probably going to be getting more plushies for my Horizons collection. No, you're good. You're fine. Doing some Pokemon content too on YouTube. I mean, me. Oh, gotcha. Octo Kraken. Hi, what's up? Welcome in. If you haven't voted in our poll, go ahead and cast your vote. Maybe consider hitting that like button. And yeah, I'm so hyped for Quaxley to evolve. Yeah, it's you know, I kind of was expecting it to happen based off of the title of the episode, but showcasing in the preview, it's like, okay, yep, it's happening. The title kind of said it all. Now, I feel like I guess I can say this now. I feel like what they've been doing with these evolutions as of late is that, like, what they had for Spiritito, they had an episode that was, like, kind of leading to that evolution. Way back, I think, episode 40 or 41 or something like that. And then a couple episodes later, it ends up evolving. And for Quaxley, we kind of had a little bit of a hint in episode 50, I think it was, 50, 51? I think it was 50, actually, when Dot faced up against Iono. Some people thought Quaxley was going to evolve then, but ended up learning a new move, which was fine. But that was kind of like more of a, okay, you know, after this point, it's going to evolve it in its next major battle, which is happening. Yeah, because Dot's eyes has the evolution light reflection. Exactly. Like I said earlier, I'll say this for the third time. It would just be... It makes sense that it is an evolution. It'd be kind of silly if they showed that and it's like, oh, Dot, Quaxly somehow learned Flash, and it's blinding everybody. So, yeah, might rub people the wrong way if they did that. So, yeah, let's just have it evolve. It definitely needs to evolve. It is kind of an interesting decision that Quaxly is evolving before Fuecoco, but whatever. I'm at this point, I am strongly gonna say Fuecoco is definitely going to probably evolve during the fight against Rhyme. And if it doesn't evolve, it's pretty much like guaranteed to evolve like right after that. But it's gotta happen, in my opinion. Are we allowed to discuss spoilers in here? I think everybody here is fine. I'm pretty sure there's some people that don't care. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. There's some merchandise that's recently come out that pretty much is spelling out certain things. There was a merch thing that had Captain Pikachu with all second stage starters. Yep, I actually put that in on my Discord server. Tagged it under spoilers, but yeah, I saw that. I mean, before Spreedito evolved, Floragato was literally shown in like some merch. No. Okay. Anywho, there was a poster some time ago with Quaxwell and Crocolar. I think I know what you're talking about. I made a video a while back talking about is Quaxly and Fuecoco about to evolve. And that was before episode 50. They're evolving soon. It's just a few months. I made a prediction, too. I initially said... I gotta go back and watch my video. But I initially said... If I remember correctly... I said... Fuecoco is evolving maybe around July, August. And then I think Quaxly, I said August, September. I have to go back and watch that video because, like, I kind of was like, this is my predictions. And it's kind of ironic because, like, I'm pretty much almost, like, hitting the nail on the head right there. If that's the case. Gotta give myself a little pat on the back for that one. And another merch thing that confirms that Quaxly is evolving. It literally has the trio of Quaxwell and Floragato and Fuecoco. Yep, I just posted that in my Discord server this morning. So it is hard confirmed by this point that Quaxly is evolving. Hey, I love this theme. Verdant Earth Town. And more Pokemon music. J Dog McFly, hey, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. There's a new piece of merch that shows Liko Roy Dot paired with Floragato, Fuecoco, and Quaxwell. It's neat that Quaxly will evolve first. Yep. I think that was the thing I just posted this morning in my Discord. So I'm so hyped to have the mid-stage starters. How is even Quaxwell in Japanese? Do you mean its name in Japanese? Because I know Quaxly's name is Quaxo. That's why it's like Quaxo. I'm looking that up right now because I kind of have to. Her name is now Quaxley. Quaxwell's name in Japan or Japanese is Welcamo. Welcamo? Interesting. So it goes from Poisson to Welcamo, and then it fully evolves. Wanival. Interesting. Croissant. Today I wanted to eat a croissant. So I went to a place that sells croissant. And then I bought a croissant. So I returned home with the croissant. And then I ate the croissant. Croissant. Honestly, a while ago there was a chance the other two didn't evolve, but now it's semi-confirmed they will reach their final stages. Yeah, I think at this point it's probably going to be the case. Would this be the first series that all 3 starters fully evolved? Pinch me, it's actually happening. Yeah, I think so. Give me 1 second. What's the Pokemon that Brock has? Because I know he got Mudkip. It's been a while since I watched AG. It evolved in Marstop. So yeah, this would be the first series where all 3 starters fully evolve, if that were the case. Well, almost got there with Advance. It's honestly crazy because like a lot of people are like, oh, Foy Coco is probably not going to evolve. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, Foy Coco has gotten so much development, dude. So much development. So I feel like it not evolving would be kind of a shame. Foy Coco, the Pokemon that knew no moves at the start of the series, suddenly has like an arsenal of powerful moves. That would be so cool. It honestly doesn't make sense for Foy Coco not to evolve. I agree. We're just watching the little guy learn move after move, so I feel like it's earning its evolution. If anything, I was expecting Quaxley, my favorite, to not evolve, but I'm happy I'm proven wrong. I love evolutions of starters getting spotlight in the anime. The evolutions never get enough love. Yeah, that was the thing, is like for a while there, because I'm like, okay, like Dot wasn't like a main character. Dot feels like more of a main character now. But like throughout the first 2 chapters, Dot's involvement was not... She wasn't super involved. Besides a few things here and there. But look at her now. she's fully participating in these battles and in the Terrestrial course and stuff. So she is definitely she's definitely come a long way, that's for sure. Wow, we hit 10 likes. Yay, what's up, guys? Thank you so much. We hit our like goal. We can keep going on the likes. It doesn't need to end at 10. But we can keep going. But yeah, she does feel like she's essentially filled in like the third protagonist spot. She's definitely, I would consider for this chapter, she's definitely a protagonist. Literally Koharu done correctly. This is how you handle like that third character. A great example of it. Oh, I like this song. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I like this song, so here I am trying to listen to it. Trying to think of what else I got to speak about. But yeah, I've talked about most of the stuff I've wanted to discuss today, and then some. So, what else you guys got for me? And where's the poll at, by the way? Oh, YouTube. Why are you doing that? YouTube, why are you bugging out on me? I'm kind of surprised that 10-9 is winning this poll for this episode. I was not expecting that. 47% of the vote went to 10-9. 35% went to 8-7. 12% 6-5, and then 6% lower than 5. Will they get third mons? I don't think so by this point. It's kind of 50-50, honestly. I feel like this arc is mostly for the Pokemon that they currently have on their roster, because all these mons needed focus, needed development. I think out of all of them now, I think Tinkatink is the one that's going to need something after this. This was probably the best filler episode of Horizons. It was alright. But I don't know if I would... It's like mostly filler because it's technically canon, because they're kind of in the town where Larry's at. But yeah, it's one of those episodes where you don't necessarily need to watch it, because it doesn't really affect the plot too much if you don't watch it, so yeah. Well, I'm happy the other two are evolving, because Fuecoco is going to be the first comic relief starter to evolve. Proving everybody wrong, and Quaxley will evolve and let his overhated evolution shine. Yeah. I'm wondering how people are going to feel about that, because I already know how some people feel. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Fuecoco potentially evolving here. I wouldn't even say potentially, it's pretty much all but confirmed. I'm in a server full of Quaxwell haters. It's miserable. Ooh. I was gonna say I don't think Thomas is here today, but I know he's not a big fan of that line of Pokemon. There was someone else in my comment section the other day that they put a comment down in one of my videos. In my video, could Quaxley evolve in episode 50? No, this cannot be happening. I really don't want Dot's Quaxley to evolve. And then they put it in another video. I don't want Dot's Quaxley evolving. Never, never, never. And I just want to say, if you go to those videos and see those comments, be friendly. We don't want to start fights with anybody. I was just pointing out that comment. Not saying that you guys will. It's just, I just got to kind of put out a disclaimer there, so like one person in the ether out there hears that and then goes and does something, and then we have a problem. So. Tristan Bonsai? I'll just say Tristan. What's up? Hey, welcome in. I would like to see Liko, Dot, and Roy training episode like Florgato versus Heteram. That would be cool. Like, I would like that. I mean, Heteram just evolved. And the first time we're going to really see it in action, besides briefly in episode 53, is going to be in this upcoming gym battle against Grusha. Guess we're going to get to see how Hatena performs. But it could have used a little bit of training beforehand. But we essentially pretty much came back to the Elite Four stuff. Had that Terrapagos episode and, had this episode. So we're going into round 2 of the gym battles now, so there wasn't much time for an actual training episode for the characters. That actually would have been nice if we had an episode where they just all trained. Maybe with Anne or something like that. That would have been cool. Speaking of Anne, I wonder who her opponents were. She didn't participate in the Elite Four battles. Why? We need more Anne. I like this song. Okay, anyways. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. What's funny is Murdoch's gonna have to redesign all the Nido Things merch to have Quaxwell now. Yeah. Mr. I worry about my niece like 24/7, Murdoch. He'll definitely get the whole ship ready for all of them, especially Dot. I do kind of, I will say I do kind of miss the Rising Volt Tacklers a little bit. And, their interactions, with everybody, in each episode. It is kind of a shame that, I will say it is, for this arc, it was kind of necessary for Liko, Roy, and Dot to kind of go off on their own and do their own thing for their own development's sake. But I do kind of miss, the Rising Volt Tackler's presence in the series. But we'll be getting back on track with that once we go into Chapter 4, so... Murdoch is going to be so proud of Dot and Quaxwell. Yeah, she's... actually, I can see him crying as soon as he sees Quaxwell. When I think about it now. It's going to be funny to see. Man, I'm sleepy. So yeah, again, I missed the Reasonable Tacklers, but I can agree that this arc was like a necessary arc for Liko, Roy, and Dot to grow as characters and kind of to do things on their own. So I ain't mad. Do you think we'll get a mega arc? It's kind of hard to say. I guess my whole thing is, I know that ZA is going to be a thing eventually here, but it's like, how is that going to factor into Horizons? It's kind of just my take on that. We do have to get the other heroes. One Pokemon is from is Hisui Pokemon, which is probably somewhere in like a cave or something in Sinnoh or something. And then you have Entei that's roaming around Johto. The question I have is like, what reason would we have to go to Kalos? You know, what reason would we have to go there? Would the shiny Zygarde, have something to do with it? That's like the only connection I see to like Kalos at the moment, is Gibeon having that shiny Zygarde, which could play a part, but it's kind of hard to say, But we have another Zygarde in the series, so who knows? There's a crazy theory that you mean Rakua and Requiem is going to be a big plot point for Legend ZA. That would be like insane if that were the case. Like they had this whole thing like plotted out for the longest time, and Horizons was a means to kind of just introduce us to that stuff for ZA. That would be crazy. That would be definitely something that happened. Okay. Okay, guys, is there anything else you guys want to chat about today? I know we got 7 of you here. Typically, I only go about an hour and a half, and we're kind of past that hour and a half part, so, anything else you want to chit-chat about today? I know we got Pokemon Go Fest going on right now. I'm probably going to jump in and do a few things here once we get to the end of this stream. Okay, I got something. Here's my main thing. The thing I look forward to is the animations for the main Pokemon. Evolutions Florgato was great. I hope the next one doesn't disappoint, like the transformation animation. We do have a week break, and I feel like the reason why we had this week off was to kind of, polish up this upcoming episode, so I feel like we're in for a treat. Then we have another week break on August 2nd. And then boom. We're in for a slew of episodes in August. So that's fun. Hi, Sharon. Quaxley is evolving in episode 59. Fuecoco is evolving in episode 62. Yeah, pretty much. Quaxley definitely, Fuecoco pretty much all but confirmed. And I already laid out my argument as to why it needs to happen, but I rested my case with that, so. How are you doing, by the way? When do you think they will evolve into their final form? Probably not immediately. Florigato is more than likely going to evolve first, obviously. It literally is evolving like 10 plus episodes before the other two. I'm guessing between episodes 100 and 115. I'd say any time between like maybe like episodes like 80, 85 to like 100 could also be a possibility, at least for Florigato. The other two might be later on down the road. I think, in my opinion, I was kind of getting into this because I know it was asked earlier, like that, like we're not gonna probably capture any more Pokemon. If Liko, Roy, and Dot are gonna capture like a third Pokemon, it's gonna probably happen after this arc ends. Sometime either in Chapter 4 or Chapter 5, we're gonna get maybe another capture for those characters. If we don't get it, we don't get it, but yeah. Do you think this series will be 140-ish episodes? It's hard to say. They could do the traditional 140 episodes or not. Kind of difficult to say at the moment. I think episode 80 is too soon for Florigato to evolve. Maybe. I mean, Scorbunny was fully evolved before episode 50 in Journeys, but then again, Horizons and Journeys are two different series. Because at the rate their Pokemon are evolving, I think 140 episodes sounds about right. Yeah, probably. I like this song too. I think Florigato needs to learn 2 new moves before evolving Crocolar. Only 1 move, really. I mean, his moveset is already decent. Yeah. Oh, shoot. What's going on? God, I hate it when my computer does that. Makes me think the whole thing's crashing. Quaxwell should learn at least 2 moves before final evolving. Yeah, probably. Give it some stronger moves. Okay. I think Quaxwell should get Aqua Carter and Brave Bird. Ooh. Aqua Carter would be really cool. Okay. What new move should Quaqualord get to replace Stomping Tantrum? Ugh. Making me think on the spot, huh? Take a look at its moveset. You know, at some point it probably should learn like Incinerate or something. I feel like Stomping Tantrum is like a really good move for it though. Hyper Voice could replace Disarming Voice. Will-O-Wisp could be utilized too. Fire Blast may be replacing Flamethrower. I mean, another fire move would be kind of boring, but yeah, but like again, I get it, but it's also got to, you know, develop its own move set. I feel like at a certain point it's going to learn that, and eventually when it fully evolves, Torch Songed. Florgata can get Shadow Claw or Seed Bomb before evolving. Yeah, I'd be okay with either or. Are you glad that they're evolving? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think the chance of all three of them fully evolving is pretty high. Yeah, probably. At this point, they probably should. Why not? Okay, do you think this series will have 6 arcs based on the episode count? Okay, so we're at chapter 3. So if chapter 3 ends around episode 70 or something like that, we might have like 20 episodes, 25 episodes for chapter 4. And then, you know, potentially 25 episodes again for like chapter 5. I'm just throwing hypotheticals out. You know, maybe another 25 episodes here or something like that. feel like chapter 6, maybe 6, possibly 7, maybe an epilogue arc too. Kind of tie up loose ends. So maybe. Angel Island Zone now. Okay, is there anything else you got for me, Sharon? I think I'm going to be wrapping this stream up here momentarily since it's about 3 o'clock where I'm at now. I think the Gen 10 anime will drop maybe summer of 2026, depending on when Gen 10 comes out. Because Gen 10 very may not come out until 2026. Like late 2026 or something. Or whenever they decide to put it out. So if Pokemon Horizon ends early, what will they do? I have no clue. I wouldn't mind a break for a little bit, honestly, but maybe they still need to keep the time slot open, so who knows. Either that or Pokemon Horizons could be even longer than what we think. You know, you just never know. Journeys ended with like 46 episodes, something like that, and then we had Aim to be a Pokemon Master, which was like an 11 episode epilogue series, so. I get that, Emerald. By the way, hi. I'm just saying my argument is we kind of really need to get out of this 3-year cycle for the games. Like, badly needed at this point. It's kind of ruining the experience with the games. If we're going to be pumping them out every 3 years. It's also going to cause burnout too, so put more space into it and don't just pump it out all the time. I wouldn't mind it if we just took some time away from it, but time slots and TV time slots, I know, could be problematic too. So I don't know. I can't tell you what they're going to decide to do. Maybe the series is longer than it should be, maybe not. Who knows? The yearly releases were much worse. Depends. You mean when we did like third versions or whatever? I know why they did third versions back in the day, but yeah. But anyways, I'm kind of not here to argue about the games. That's a topic for another day. I expected Quaxley to evolve in episode 59 and Fuecoco to evolve in episode 52. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't talk about the dub. God. Dude, so I think this series will be 6 arcs and an epilogue arc. Probably. Maybe just to kind of round up everything once everything ends. Also, new main characters for Gen 10. Yeah, we might as well just start rotating characters. I am doing okay. It's just 1,000,000 degrees out. I think for Gen 10 there should be 2 main characters who should catch at least like 5 or 6 Pokemon. I guess we'll see what they decide to do. Maybe a 3rd main character? I don't know. I'm surprised you were on this late, you know, you started later. You know, I was actually not going to be on this long, but then people started showing up, and new people started showing up, and more people started showing up. So, I've probably gone on a little bit longer than intended. I started only like an hour later than usual. A little over an hour later than usual. I'm honestly surprised I'm still on right now. Pretty much, Emerald. At this point, every time I'm like, okay, I think we're probably going to get time to wrap it up. Somebody shows up, I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess we'll keep going. Okay. See what I mean? Look at, we're at 11 people now. Miraculous Holder, 365, 6.5 out of 10. Fair. This stream did not start out very well. I'm just going to put it out there. But it's gotten better. Quaxwell learn how to move upon evolution. Quaxwell does not need to. You talk about, you know who, the duck evolving? Yeah, we've already talked about that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Emerald. When do you think Tinkatink will evolve? Yeah. So, okay. For Tinkatink to evolve, I want, it needs a focus episode. Then we can probably have it evolve. But I guess we'll see how it performs in this upcoming gym battle. We have 12 people here. You know what, guys? If I got 12 people here, 10 people here, whatever, I think it's time for you to hit that like button. Can we get this to 15 likes before the stream ends? Maybe 20? Also vote in that poll. please, and thanks. Oh, and another Sonic song? This is like the 4th or 5th one on this stream alone. This arc, we got a lot of evolutions. Yeah, this is pretty much a development arc. So I'm not expecting any evolutions for Arc 4. I was going to say, that's why Arc 4 there might be potential captures. But who knows. I feel like that's going to be the only opportunity we're going to have for another capture for the characters. Otherwise, they're just going to have the 2. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys staying on. Here we are coming up to the 2-hour mark. Good, they actually showing off the Pokemon this time more. Yeah, imagine that. A series where we're showing off the actual Pokemon in said new region. It's wild, I tell you, wild. You still got a few to get in there, but this is one thing this series is doing better than the prior one. I'm expecting second part of Arc 5 they will start fully evolving. Okay. Guess we'll see what happens when we get there. Could be like in like critical battles against explorers, who knows. I only have to mention it in passing, Emerald. Other than that, we don't mention it too much. For the Gen 10 anime, I want one of the starters to not fully evolve again. Oh, why is that? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. So I'll be right back. Just put some stuff in the chat for me. I'm back. Let me just plug in my phone and then we'll continue with the chat. Okay. I just want a starter to be strong and not evolve. Did you guys see like someone online bring up that instead of it being Entei, it's gouging fire instead? I saw that. And personally, I don't want that. I was gonna say, out of the three of the three beasts, that's my least favorite. Walking Wake is like way better. So like Pikachu. Captain Pikachu. Can't speak. Captain Pikachu won't evolve. Yeah. Oh, did you change your profile pic? I don't think Murdoch's Rockruff will evolve. I'm not expecting any of the Rising Volt Tacklers to have any like changes to their team. It's set for Freed, possibly. I want them to catch another Pokemon each in Arc 4. Yep, possibly. We still going? Yep. People keep showing up, and people have been showing up the whole time, and we've just kept going. I was going to end this an hour ago, but then people showed up, and then more people showed up, and then more people showed up. And here we are, 2 hours into it. There will be third Pokemon each can evolve. Is this? I thought that was Final Fantasy. Maybe in Arc 4, Heteram and Kilowattrel will get more focus episodes. I would like that. Certainly. I kind of think Wattrel should have had an episode prior to it evolving. It kind of disappeared for a little bit, then came back and evolved, so... kind of needed a little bit more screen time before we got that evolution. I still kind of out of things to say, so I might dip again. I'd love to stay, but I'm pretty much got everything off my chest. You're fine, Pokefan. We're kind of just... I'm just sitting here chatting with whoever wants to chat at this point. You know, I'm 2 hours in and I'm not expecting 8 people to be here. Still. It's kind of surprising. Not telling people to just leave, but... I'm kind of like more surprised than anything because I'm sitting here like, we only do this for like an hour and a half usually, and here we are 2 hours in for an episode that wasn't super important. It's kind of ironic, if you know what I mean. But hey, whatever. We're hanging out. I think Heterum will evolve between episode 90 and 105. I think by like the 100th episode it will evolve into... Or Florgato will evolve. Maybe. Who knows? Spiritito evolving in the Florgato is kind of like a transitioning period from like year 1 of the series to year 2. So I wouldn't be surprised if like the same thing happened for like year 2 to year 3, if you know what I mean. Anyone else want Liko, Roy, and Dot and Masters? That would be interesting if they threw them in Pokemon Masters. I just don't know if that's on the cards or on the table to do that. I don't play Masters too much anymore, but it'd be pretty cool. I wonder if that dude is going to be happy about that break. Oh. Huh. Ha 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 ha. Probably not. Would make sense to add them. Yeah, they could. I mean, they put Ash in there. They put Team Rocket in there. So we'll see. Crocalor and Quaxwell, I think, should evolve in the second half of Arc 5. Mayhaps. The only issue is all the legal hoops. Well, I mean, if they got Ash in there, I wouldn't be surprised if Liko, Roy, and Dot found a way in. It's kind of funny having 3 Pikachu users in the game. Quaxwell will be more serious. Oops. As soon as I saw Hops, I'm like, I know what you're saying, Pokefan. I got you, fam. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I know who you talking about. I know. Well, we actually have main character Ash, Red, Chase. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Chase. He's in the game. And the kid in a Pikachu onesie who uses it. True. Ooh, I like this one. This is Final Fantasy VIII music. But their middle stages will be around a shorter time than their base stage, at least for Quaxwell and Crocalor. Florgato middle evolution will be around longer than Sprigatito. You know, I'm kind of out of things to say, so I'm just kind of letting the chat dictate how the rest of this stream goes at this point. So, I'll let you guys chat it up, and I'll read your responses and then react to it. I feel personally they could stay for a bit in the middle stages before evolving. Do want to rush? Don't want to rush it like Drizzlo? I feel sick suddenly. Give me 1 second, guys. Somebody's here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Probably gonna have to end this stream soon, though, because person that cuts my lawn happens to be over now. So it might get a little loud here. So I gotta catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Maybe an arc later. They will do more filler episodes, maybe. 17 episodes that went before becoming Inteleon. Ugh. Yeah, and 17 episodes that basically hid in a cave. Lana Brion was the same way. Popular evolved late in the series. Brion for like 11 episodes. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that kinda was not good, yo. But yeah, I agree. There needs to just be a perfect balance in how they're showcasing the characters, where they don't evolve too soon, but they don't evolve too late, kind of thing, you know? Wattrell evolved in like a decent amount of time, it's just it didn't have a lot of screen time before it evolved, so that's the problem. I'm so glad that Quaxley and Fuecoco are evolving at an earlier part in the series where they can be in their middle stage for a decent amount of time. Yep, I agree. I remember how they rushed Grookey's evolutions. Oh. Remember that? Oh, I remember the dark ages. Score Bunny evolution was handled poorly, evolves fast. Okay, gonna give you guys a little bit of a story time. So, For those that have been kind of following me for a little while, or for those that I guess are following me just as of recently for this series, when I was covering the prior series, when I made, I think it was my review for episode 17 of Journeys, I think that's when Scorbunny evolved, somewhere around that time. I literally said in my review that I felt like it evolved too soon. I felt like it evolved way too soon. And I remember people, like, harshly disagreed with me. So, and then it evolved into Cinderace before episode 50, and yeah, so I was like, we didn't even have it as a Scorbunny for very long. The reason they did that was because they wanted to focus on Sobble next. And then Grookey kind of stole the show for the rest of the series. And Teleon had its moments here and there, but yeah. I think the intention was to focus on the starters at different points in the series. Hence why it evolved so quickly. Which, in my opinion, is not the right, I guess, choice to make. Because they were caught at different times in the series, if you remember. Sobble wasn't caught in the early part of the series. Sobble was caught... I think that was around, like, not quite episode 30, but, like, around that period of time. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while, but... And then Grookey was caught, like, later on, and not, like, super later on in the series, but well after those two were caught. You know, everybody wanted Ash to catch Grookey, but after, like, Grookey showed up in the way it was, you know what? I'm fine with Ash not catching it. It's for the best. But anyways, seriously guys, is there anything else you guys got? I know, PokeFan, you've already said you don't have enough, but we're just sitting here chatting. But I think we're going to have to wrap this up here. Nope, I'm going to take care of something and get lunch. Bye. Alright, PokeFan. Well, thank you for coming back and having a good conversation with us. It was fun. So, I will see you in the next one. We obviously won't have one this next week, but the next week and after that, we'll have another one. So, I will see you then. Do you have anything else for me, Sharon, before we get on out of here? Just give it another minute. But yeah, with my lawn's being mowed right now and I can kind of hardly hear at this point, so it's probably picking up on the stream now too, so alright, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. So it went on a whole hour longer than I was anticipating, but oh well, we had a good time. Like I said, I can hardly concentrate. But, we won't have a stream, obviously, next weekend due to Horizon's on break, but the next weekend we'll be doing it on a Sunday rather than a Saturday due to me being gone that Saturday. I'll be gone for a little bit that Sunday, too, so it might be, like, that night we'll be doing the stream, so more to come on that. Anyways, that's all I got for this stream, so, yep, I'm going to get going now. It's just hard to concentrate with what you can hear in the background. Wow, Emerald, wow. Oh, geez, a rock just hit my window. Wonderful. Alright, see you, Sharon. Alright, so, yep. See, I can't concentrate. Yeah, we'll see what that guy thinks. I wouldn't say a rock. I'd say more of a pebble. But anyways, I gotta get going, so... Yep. If I can actually end this, I can't hear anything. Oh god, he's going to the backyard. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So, I don't know if we're gonna be doing anything this upcoming week, but we'll see. Anyways, that's it. So, yeah, I gotta end the stream now. So, alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the weekend. Great night, day or night where we're at, and I'll see you all later.
Bye.